Yo. Welcome to today's video. Day 1 of fucking 30. We're back. We are sober. And it is like 4:30. Great. 4:30 in the afternoon. Still haven't gone to the gym. So this isn't even me excitable yet. Fantastic. About to go to the gym after this. Fantastic. It's been a slow morning. What can I say? It has been a slow morning. Obviously, I just went lazy. Don't care. I'm generating a vibe. We're lifting it up. We can't do it anymore. We cannot stay sad anymore. No idea where the ex is. No idea if she's dead, on narcotics, going through it, having crack babies, misses me, is thinking of me, loves me, doesn't love me. Who cares? We know she's not here right now. I obviously care. There's nothing I can do. I can't be like, yo, put down the substances, because she clearly hasn't done that. So, cool. I can't do anything about it. So I can't think about it anymore. But it's gonna still happen, and that's life, and that's cool, whatever. 30 days to run to this album launch of Free Speech. My debut into the music scene, the music industry. It's like, yo, this is Andrew V. Cool, we got a single here, we've got a single here. Now I'm on the scene. Here is my first album. Free Speech, let's go. Completely unique, completely original, completely by my design, not copied, not tried to just be a copycat of every, like raw, real, let's go. Run up to the album in 30 days. In this 30 days, we're gonna fucking transform this fucking rig into something fucking special. Yes, we are. We're going to feel unbelievable. If I'm a rock star, and one of the songs is called Rockstar, then we must feel like a rock star. So this 30 days is like, I need to feel by the end of this like a fucking rock star. So everything I need to be doing needs to be around that. Quite simple. So food's dialed in, work's dialed in, sleep is going to be dialed in. If sleep isn't dialed in, no one gives a shit. We keep going. It's 30 days to just redesign this bullshit. Fantastic. Cool. It's set. I have my friend, which I'm reporting to every single day, which we both report to each other. Did we complete our mandatory minimums? Did we complete our mandatory minimums? Fantastic. She's a powerhouse as well. And she's in a right vibe at the moment. Cool. That's it. There's nothing else to go on. I'm done thinking. I'm done doing. We're obviously still too mourning, too grieving to be not sober. So fuck that off for the time being. Other women during this time, everybody's already in the DMs. No, not for these 30 days, okay? For these 30 days, do whatever the fuck, well, actually fucking do whatever you want, but get your shit done, whatever needs to be done, whatever. House cleaned. Things have been moved around. Fantastic. Energy up. Feeling like not a fucking sack of shit, but kind of still am, but sort of, but like, okay, you know, little blip in the system, little blip. We did a week, we created an album, we got sad, we cried a lot, we experienced, we moved, we expressed, we played, we moved around, we got sad, we felt lonely, we lost. Cool. No one cares. If I was in my ex's position at any age, I would not have done what she did to me. Cool. I don't have to excuse her for that necessarily. I can be like, those values, shit. That person, no matter how much I love that person's actions are not sufficient enough for me to have them right by my side. Cool. They're just not, and there's no excuse for it. There's just not. I don't have to excuse another person for it. Your actions are your actions. Your actions are your actions once you've been seen your actions, and once you intellectually also understand your actions and understand the impact of your actions and see the negative impact of the actions, and then still to continue to do the same action, that is on you. That is actually on you. There is nothing else to do there. That is completely on you. So, be on you. Like, cool. That's that step. Album release in 30 days, which is sick. It means I have a date for the release. By the time this video will be out, it'll already be released. So the release date is for June 12, and June 12 is exactly 30 days from here. What I like about it is it's got this fucking deadline feeling. It's got this deadline feeling. It's like by this point, that's happening, so everything is geared towards that. Nothing breaks that. Cool. 1 month, go all in. Go all in, Andrew, for a month. It's not hard. It's just all in for a month. Get up and go. All in for a month. Let's go. Cool. Happy days. That's what I'm feeling. And I'm feeling enough of this soppy crap. Like, I'm just like, I can stay in this feeling forever. I can choose to stay in this feeling forever if I want to. I could let it consume me. I could let it literally probably kill me. Okay. What about if we don't do that? What about if we generate something new? What if we generate something new, exciting, and we don't know what it exactly holds, but we're going to feel great about ourselves and we're going to create great art, and it's going to be beautiful. It's 30 days. 30 days just to get that section done. Happy days. No worries. 30 days. Let's go, Andrew. Like, let's go. It's May. It's June. Like, let's go. There's nothing. I was meant to be done in the first 3 months. The fact that I'm not done in the first 3 months is just horrific. Okay, so now it looks like it's going to take the whole 6 months to get this rig fucking done. Still horrific. Horrific. No more. No fucking more. Seriously. Oh. Pisses me off. It pisses me off that I was treated the way I was treated, dude. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. It's human beings using other human beings, man. I'm fucking over it. Honestly. I'm just not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to use another human being for my own satisfaction. I'm just not going to do that. If I can see that there's a negative impact on the other human being, I'm not going to continue to do whatever I want to do and impact this other person negatively. Ugh. Whatever. People make their choices. Whatever. We'll do better in more quantities with deeper connections, deeper relationships. Cool. We will get even better. As we scale up, we will get even better, and this will make this relationship look like not cosmic symbioticism if she takes too long. That's the reality of it. If she decides not to grow and decides to lose it, then she'll live with that for the rest of her life. Too bad, so sad. I can't, I've done all the warnings, I've done everything I can, and I'm having this argument with myself because I need to have this argument with myself. So thank you for being here with this argument with myself, because it needs to happen, man. It needs to happen. She is living. Whether there's mistakes, learnings happening, she is living whatever she is living. She's repeating majority of the same mistakes, but irrelevant. She's living. I am not living. Well, I'm creating, I'm being sad, let's even say not living. I'm living, but it's all from this past, sad, just really feeling victimy, and that was a big problem in our relationship. She played victim a lot. Maybe I picked it up off her, and that's what happens. You pick up things off your partners and stuff. And what is this? You're a cunt. Look, straight up, your actions are shit. We can put 10,000 people up there on a stand. They'll all look at it and they'll be like, yo, that action was a shitty human action thing to do. Cool. Oh, but it's because of all this. Okay, I get it. It's still a shitty action to do as a human being. Moving on. Seriously, moving on, like, fuck that. So that's it. We're going to live now. We're going to live, and we're going to live, and we're going to remind ourselves that where we're going is so much bigger than anything down here in this like stratosphere here, that like, forget about it. Just really, really pursue that. Where are you going? You're about to live a dream life. You're about to live, well, the next version, right? At one point I had a dream called I'm not going to work a 9 to 5. And that was dreamy, right? Then I was like, I'm not going to work a 9 to 5. I'm going to travel and I'm going to do all that, but I'm also going to leave impact. And that was when the book came out, and that was dreamy again. Now I've lived with a partner and we've done the travel together, and I guess a lot of what I miss is like, well, so I liked traveling with a person that I was fucking in love with and had great times with. That was pretty amazing. Like, I was very, 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 very happy. Very happy at times. Very happy. So there's a problem that, like, when I think about traveling now and it doesn't have that there, it doesn't have my person there, and it doesn't have that happiness there, I don't even know what that looks like. But two, now I'm actually creating, and I'm actually creating this artistic thing, and I have no idea how that's even going to go. But okay, we're doing it, so that's cool. Now imagine just gallivanting around the world and having that. That would be pretty nice. Okay, so do that, Andrew. Like, why don't you do that? Okay, well, I will do that, seemingly. I will be doing that, seemingly. And we're not going to ask questions. I can't predict what that fucking looks like. Just get there. Get there, do the things, and enjoy along the way, and we'll be all right. That's really where I'm at right now. Get there, get it done, enjoy things along the way. You know, that's it, I guess. And just, holy shit, I miss her so fucking much. Whoa! You know? Whoa. She doesn't trump my father's death, but in an essence, my father was my father. He didn't make me feel not alone in the world. He was my father. This human made me feel like there was another human being that got me in this world, and I got them. Now that, losing that makes you feel lonely in this world. Losing that makes you feel real lonely, man. Real lonely. So, I have to be okay with loneliness, sort of, for the time being, maybe. Do you know what it is? I'm not interested in connections which aren't as deep as that anymore. That's the whole fucking problem. That relationship was so deep on a connected level that I'm not interested in relationships that don't have that. What's the point? I've had better. Times 100. What is the actual point? Oh, do I sell myself? And I'm like, oh, well, at least like she cares about me a lot. Like, yeah, we might be really different people. We might not really get each other and like we're completely different, but she treats me real good and that's really nice. Okay, so you've just found a human that treats you nice. Okay. Okay. Amazing. You know, I guess maybe I should lower my goals. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would feel like I'd be stepping on my own neck to do that. Why would I lower my goals? So the only way out of this situation is it's going to be another submissive dominant relationship, and like one that is lived publicly, like collar in public, and somebody that I can connect with well, feminine, masculine energy, and like and connect with well. I guess that's different. Multiples, different because it's uncomparable. If it's multiple and now we've got 2 or 3 live-in partners or traveling partners, well, that's different. Or do we go full traditional, like we've known each other for like 10 years now and we've grown and this is such a deeper connection than anything else, so this is important? Nah, not really. Like, thought about that and that's nice. And will make me feel not alone just because the person knows my history. But it will still make me feel alone as an entity or a human being because this person doesn't understand how my brain works and their brain works a bit differently, so we're wired a bit differently. When you find someone that's wired in the same way, it's really fucked me up. And I just want to know, has it fucked her up as well? Or am I the only one that's screwed up? Do you know what I mean? Like, has it actually done something to you as well? Has it you know, has it caused such a massive impact in your life? Maybe, if we've continued using copious amounts of narcotics to run away from our problems and we're about to have crack babies with our new love of our life and we're pretending like it's not a rebound and it's not like just a new crack husband that we found that's 3 weeks away and we're running away and the new boyfriend looks exactly like stepdad and we're trying to compete with mum still because we're still mummy's girl. Like, I hope that, you know, this relationship has impacted her massively, because then it would make me feel not alone. It would make me feel not alone in this pain. That would be positive. That would be very positive, to not feel alone in this pain. Feeling alone in this pain is shitty. Very shitty. Very shitty. I don't give a fuck. I actually don't give a shit. I'm just, So, that is where I'm at, ladies and gentlemen, today. It is an ongoing scenario that I am working through. Am I against it? Am I for it? I'm not sure. As an overall, I'd say, though, it is not a negative experience. I thought that it would take me a lot longer to vibe out and feel, I guess, a little more, but seemingly I'm already a bit more switched on and stuff, and I guess like I seemingly yesterday have made a big, you know, I was like, that's it. So here we are, that's it. And I've just got to not care. Like, I just got to not care. I just got to not care. Not care. I don't 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 care. All I've got to do is, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And just keep moving. I don't care. Oh, you didn't get enough sleep. I don't care. Keep moving. Oh, I don't care. Keep going. Keep going. And we're just talking about 30 days to begin with. I don't care. There's an album to be released. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about the comments. I don't care about the likes. I don't care about the views. I don't care. I need to care about me. I need to do the steps for me. I need to do me. No one else is caring about me. Cool. Fantastic. I'm alone. Happy birthday. Great. That is where I'm at. Fantastic. Okay. That is what I'm going to have to do. Okay. It's just a me versus me versus me. There's no even versus. It's me holding myself by the arm and we're just walking together. We're not even versing each other. We're just walking together. Fuck, I've lost my mind. It's all right, 6 p.m., whatever, 5 p.m., I'm going to have another coffee. I'm going to go to the gym. And everything else can go really get fucked, is kind of my feelings about this whole scenario. You know, leave me, abuse me, love me, gaslight me. Even a therapist told you in front of you and filmed it for you, saying, hey, you're not actually on this planet, you disassociate 95% of the time. Nope, that's not enough. It's not enough evidence. We'll just go take copious amounts of substances and being like, no, you don't understand. I've seen the higher spirit and I am in a different world. You know, all of these videos, everything has come from, I am purposefully, by the way, showing you the real pain of what I feel inside. I could be very diplomatic. I could be like every YouTuber, every creator out there and being like, look, I wish her all the best, and you know, I wish her all the best, and it's unfortunate that we didn't work out, but life moves on, and as things happen, you know, that they may happen, and that's okay. But that's not my real feelings inside. That's called diplomatic. I'm trying to save face and make sure that everybody likes me. Because if somebody hears a snippet of me talking negatively about another person for 10 seconds about my ex-girlfriend, then a person goes, oh, well, this person must mean that. And, you know, our brain can't compute that there's more depth to a person than a 10-second clip. So it makes judgment calls and is this safe, is this not safe? But it's important because also if my ex ever watches these videos, imagine if, so she has not returned online, by the way, since the video of we broke up went online. So it accidentally timed like this. I didn't time it on purpose like this. I didn't know she was about to go continue to do more narcotics. But it was timed with, she promised a month ago, more than a month ago, saying, I'm not going to touch anything for 6 months, but leave me alone. No, not leave me alone, don't love me. She's like, don't love me. I will never love you, stop loving me. Okay, like angrily, stop loving me, okay? You're controlling. No, honey, you're controlling how I feel now inside. Let me deal with it however I want to deal with it. Don't love me. Anyway, point is, but then the day before she said she loved me. Cool. She said she's not going to do narcotics for 6 months. She went to this festival, and the day she came back from the festival, the video launched of We Broke Up. So, and this was the first video that she wasn't around for anymore. From that point onwards, she has not put in a single new piece of content out there on the internet. She has gone to another back-to-back festival, so we don't know if it's just heavy drug use, like if we don't know if symbiotically it's timed with heavy drug use, but point is she could be watching this. My hopes are that she was, right? My hopes, I guess, was that she would watch this one day, because here I was able to share my real thoughts and essentially like, not my real thoughts, but also my real feelings. And between you and I, it's something that I really struggled. It's something that I really struggled in the relationship. Something I really struggled. So what happens is I have anxious attachment. Anxious attachment is a label for behaviors, specific behaviors. Basically, because I spent a lot of my time lonely when I was younger, whenever somebody loves me, I get anxiously attached to them. Meaning, in order to keep receiving their love, I try and I kind of am more interested in them than I am myself, and I begin to blur the lines of my boundaries, and I give up on my life and instead just try serve her in whatever she wants. So I am me usually, and I'm doing my vibe, then they get attracted to that and they're like, wow, he's doing him, and that's cool. Then we fall in love with each other, and then in the start they're like, wow, Annie treats me amazing, but I keep treating her amazing and giving her all this focus until I give up on my stuff, and then suddenly there's just too much too much attention on this other person. Anyway, point is, so with my anxious attachment, we walked away from this relationship. I had feelings, but because I wasn't even attuned to listening to my feelings, I would just logic through everything. Everything would be logicalized. It would be like, yeah, that might be what I feel, but logically I understand that's not the case. Instead of being like, hey, I feel really shit that you haven't asked about how my dad is. You know that this is my father. You know that he's in hospital. You know that that's on my mind. And it's been 2 weeks and you haven't asked once. I know everything that's going on in your life. And that makes me feel really, really shit. Just really unseen, really unheard, really uncared for. Just makes me feel really, really bad. And actually give her the full emotion instead of being like really nice about it. So in hopes with these videos, it's like, hey, look, the one thing that you said, which was something that I could have improved on, I've taken full on. I've been like, here is exactly what I feel. And points to her, if she's able to actually watch this and hear the feelings, she's able to actually see how I felt. Hell, when I started writing the poetry book for her, which then she was like, no, I'm going to write a poetry book and it's my idea. By sending her emails, that was me just saying, here's how I feel. Remember you said I didn't tell you how I feel about you? And it was not the good, the bad. I guess I played more cool guy. But I didn't feel like I was playing cool guy. The anxious attachment does that. It's like, I'm not going to screw this up. Not that I screw it up, but I'm not going to screw it up by, and then your brain just does weird things. So anyway, my hopes are that one day she watches these and she gets to experience, hey, here were my real negative feelings. I didn't share a lot of the positives. Positives is she didn't make me feel alone in this world. Positives is there was no one I'd rather have fun with. Positives is there was never a brain that I have been as attracted to as hers. Positives is that she gave me insight into a world or almost a different way of living, which has opened up my artistic self-expression and has made me feel better about myself than I ever have in my entire life. And she inadvertently did that. She doesn't even fully understand her own power in that. She made me feel unbelievable about myself, and the way she viewed me made me want to be a better man and made me stand taller. And I'm deeply afraid that without her in my life that I'll shrink down again and not stand as tall as she made me stand. Because when I had her around, I would stand taller than the highest mountain in the world. I felt like I could accomplish anything. And a lot of the times I can generate that feeling myself, but obviously in this last sections of time, it's been more difficult than usual for me. But irrelevant, she made me stand taller than my own beliefs. Taller than my own beliefs. So naturally, if this person made me feel that, I just wanted to solve every single one of her problems. Any problem that you have, let me solve it for you. Let me get you the answer or the solution for it so you don't have any problems in your life, because you make such a difference to me. But in general, that was the person that life itself, outside of all your dopaminergic or serotonin pleasures or anything like that, like, that's the person that I'd want to go to a forest with, that's the person I'd want to go to an art gallery with. That's the person I'd want to go walk the streets of a new place with. That's the person that I'd love to go to this new thing and then have discussions about. But talking about the positives only makes me miss her more. And she already knows the positives, though she'll state that I didn't say enough positives, which I can take on as well. But she also stated that she's never watching these videos again. So I'm off the hook because she basically has said that she's never watching these. So there you go. But in essence, I wanted to be like, hey, here's me, and this is me unadulterated. Here is me in full flesh. Here I am, all flaws, not all flaws. Here's how I actually feel inside. And yeah, maybe sometimes it's twisted. Maybe sometimes I get mad. Maybe sometimes I avoid responsibility. Maybe sometimes I am too hard on other people. And I wanted to be all of that out in the open. Anyway, point is it sucks, and she doesn't care, so I'm going to pretend not to care either. She's going to pretend not to care. I'll pretend like we're not caring. No, we're both going to just pretend like we're not caring. Oh yeah, I don't care. I'm just not going to go have crack babies. But you know, you can do that. Like, oh, I have crack babies. I still don't care. Okay, cool. Enjoy your crack babies. Cool. Whatever, you know? I still have this sneaky suspicion that it was her mother that ended up getting into her ear that's made this all weird. Basically, it went all weird, even though we were like patient and everything was fine. It went all weird after I let her hang out for a week with mum, and me sending a message to mum saying, hey, or asking her to send a message to her mum saying, hey, your partner, sorry, I'm really worried about her. She's overdosing and he's made me tell you. And her mother said that's controlling behavior instead of being worried for her daughter. Controlling behavior. You see, guys, if your partner is really unsafe and she's not listening to you, but now she's broken up with you, and what you have is you have a deep love and appreciation for this person. If you see them about to die or in danger, what you need to do is you just need to leave them, and you actually just need to rot in hell, especially if you're the parent. Like if you're the mum, you should actually be like, oh, did you close to die last week? Yeah. Nah, fuck your ex-boyfriend. Nah, that's so controlling. Why would he make you tell me that? That's weird. You can't write this shit, bro. You cannot write this shit. You cannot write this shit. In very pure terms, if you are used to being brought up with a love and care that looked a certain way, which was non-existent, then when you're presented in life with healthy love and care, that makes you feel like it's not healthy because it's not what you were brought up with. Where unbeknownst to you, it is actually the uncomfortability of facing the fact that what you were brought up with was not love and care at all, and that what you were being shown is love and care, and that you're just severely uncomfortable with that and don't know how to do that or look at that. That's really all our relationship came down to. The change of what love and care looked like. One love and care looked like was like you were housed and we didn't tell you what to do, and we smoked cigarettes in the house and we focused on ourselves more than we focused on you. And we just said, get out of our house and just do whatever, and we sometimes kick you out. Okay. And in the other one, you're being shown not that kind of love. I don't know, man. It's hard because a lot of these things are age-related, a lot of these things are trauma-related, a lot of these things are related, but none of those things were the attractive bits. None of those things were the bits that I was attracted to, or the ones that I was like, wow, this is it. The bits that I was like, this is it, was like the best way that I can describe it. It's like your spirit, your soul. It was the way you looked onto the world. It was like, it was just beautiful. And say it with me, we don't care. 30 days. She is doing whatever she's doing. And I'm going to do whatever I'm doing and pretend also like I don't care. Cool. So that's where we're at. Now it's fucking late. I need to go do this gym and begin. Well, I've begun everything anyway, but we need to begin this section of the evening. And it's all going to be okay. And if it's not, it's still going to be all okay. So fuck, I guess. It's just all going to be okay always. That's how it works. And I'm going to become a bit of a nut job, I reckon, these next 30 days. And I don't know who I am. So enjoy the journey. We're going to call this day 1 of 30 to the album release and to the potential mental breakdown or ascension of Andrew V into his first introduction into the music scene, even though the single has already been released and there's going to be another single release. But here we are. That's where I'm at. That's where we're at. Happy birthday to me. We are okay with being sad, anxious, alone, depressed. We're just getting the 30 days done, but we're going to be happy about it because it's exciting. Every day we're moving forward towards that album release. Let's fucking go. Simple. I love you. That's step 1. Step 2. Thank you for being here. Step 3, I hope you've enjoyed the last week of very different content. We had music, one of the songs, Mating Call, actually made it onto the album. As is, you heard it live recorded. It was mastered afterwards, and it was like sound engineered afterwards, but that track in its entirety, as it was taken, got onto the album. And I think one of the other songs as well made it onto the album. So you got to see live takes of being in the flow of seeing what it takes for a song to even get there. You've seen me be high on grass pretty much majority of the time. And you've seen what that did to my brain, what that didn't do to my brain, the positives, the negatives. And you've seen me pretty much be more and more depressed, really. And I think it definitely had an element of the processed foods with it as well and a bunch of other stuff. But, more or less you saw a bunch of shit happen. Thank you for being here through seeing that bunch of shit happened. I guess that's just life. And you know what the worst thing feeling about it all of it was that while I'm eating non-processed foods or now consuming grass as well, as I was like, the one thing that I was mad at her for the last 3 months is not doing stuff, and I felt guilty for even doing anything of fun or anything of fun or anything for me or anything what I want to do, because if I do any of that, that will make me exactly do the same behaviors she's doing, so I'm no better than what she's presenting as well. So I had to deal with the whole guilt trip that whole time as well. That was fantastic. And then, I'm sure that she's going to resurface online with either babies or a new husband or the same husband or marriage, etc. And I'm sure it's going to be not. It's not going to be the fairy tale happy ending after. It's not going to be the I've come to my senses and I'm now really working on myself. I made lots of mistakes and now I'm I care for him. I wonder if he'll ever take me back, blah, blah. I'm sure it's going to be the exact opposite and is going to make me feel, it's good to get ready for this. It's going to make me feel even worse, even more mad, even more resentful, even more blah. Well, I can't be. I know humans too well and understand them, but it's almost like I've got my hand out, but if I take my hand out and I'm like, nah, you can't really hold this hand anymore, it's like I know you're going to end up in the abyss of just a pretty interesting existence. The interesting existence is we all, as all human beings, we have like this fail safe which stops us from shooting ourselves in the head, that we convince ourselves that everything we're doing is good anyway. That's why you see people in really bad positions while they're like, no, I don't mind how I live, because that's all we can do. Otherwise, most people will be like, wow, I live like shit, I'm going to go off myself. So that's there automatically. So every person will still feel good about it, but in comparison to what she could have had and the life she could have had, well, it won't even be on the same plane of fucking existence. But basically, I'm ready for that bad news. I'm just ready for that bad news. I'm ready for that bad news to just be worse than ever before. Oh, and I don't know if you know as well, just to give you a more compassion for me. So obviously she has an OF, and that OF, a lot of the photos have and were taken by me. The best ones were taken by me. I think I have a good eye for it. I also see inner beauty, so I'm able to capture as well as external beauty, outer beauty. Now, she is obviously kept all of that. So all the banners, all the marketing is all my photos that I've taken, all very seductive, sensual photos of very intimate experiences between us, which, while in a relationship, don't mind having it shared with everybody else. That's fine. But now, it's kind of weird because it's also leaked everywhere. So my bedrooms, my safe space, my home space, my everything, with her there, with the photos and the videos taken of her, is leaked all over the internet as well on top of that. When you search her name. You know? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Now, I understand this is just a part of my existence now, but I guess this is the first time that I'm experiencing this, so I guess, this is the first introduction into I have no fucking home or no privacy, because everything of everything, of everyone, of everything is fucking leaked to the floor. Or, quite seriously, also, from here on in, no word of a lie, even if it's exes that I've known from a long time ago or friends, everybody, before getting any hanky-panky or anything of the sort, NDA is signed. From here on in, no more bullshit. I'm signing NDAs. Because I cannot sit here and have to vet people. So everyone's signing NDAs from here. Non-disclosure agreements, full stop, no bullshit, meaning anything that transpires between us has a full non-disclosure agreement, or you get sued and we take your money. Simple. I know a bunch of lawyers, so done. So, we're going to have to put those foolproof systems throughout it. And I guess, in the scheme of things, I have to picture it the only way that I can get myself fucking out of this. This problem, in compared to the problems that I may have to deal with at a higher scale of limelight, is going to be much higher. I think I've got boundaries now. I'm going to have boundaries so high that it's going to be impossible to jump over that bridge to enter that fucking boundary. So, better do that. Better do that as well. Better just get ready for it to get a lot more intense, a lot more worse. Some good ups in there and some good downs, but just get ready for it to be fucking messy. And that's cool. We all sign NDAs. I'm just going to love it. I'm just going to love it. I love dealing with lawyers. I love dealing with all of that. It's been fun so far, so I can't wait to deal with all that. Sarcastic. But I guess that's what it is. I am destined now to maybe forever not have an authentic relationship ever again, unless I go from someone in the past that knew me from like 6 years old, before I had all the money and all this lifestyle and everything like that. I was like, oh, amazing. So that is going to be fantastic. I didn't know that I was just like on this climb. People keep saying it, they're like, nah, people want you for your money and your thing, and after that, and you're like, yeah, no. And then you're like, and suddenly it's like, it's there, and you're like, wow, that's shit. I actually liked you. With my ex, like, I fucking loved her. That's not even a difference, but we're talking like, imagine somebody new, like I may just like them, you know? And they're like, oh, well, shouldn't have liked them. So, wow, here we are. Excitement. Oh my God, Andrew, so exciting. I am so excited. I'm just, woo, I'm excited for everything that's to come. Everything. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have another coffee and we're gonna see what happens. See, this is what happens, by the way. When I'm sober, I feel like I'm more nuts. I'm more nuts. I'm more my full energy. And obviously with grass, it's still gonna take 2 or 3 days to kind of skimp out of my system. Whenever I'm sober, people think I'm not sober. And whenever I'm not sober, people think I'm sober. So because I automatically like calm down and I'm not my full free-flowing energy. Anyway, we're going to deal with that by itself on another day. Thank you for listening to my rant today. I don't know why I jumped on the floor, but it felt more grounding. And I need a bit of grounding. And here we are. What will happen by the end of the 30 days, I do not know. I will be in a certain place. Will there be a female? Will there be a male? Will there be a dog? Will I still be in the same country? I'll be in the same country. Will I have more bad news? Probably. But now that I've at least said what bad news it is, it's going to be like, you know, at least I'm going to be ready for it. It's like, here's the bad news. Here it is. She actually never loved you. And she was just doing a thing. And yeah, that completely wasted your time. Okay, cool. That would be fantastic as well. Yeah, anyway, we love you lots. Thank you for being here. And I will see you tomorrow, day 2 out of 30 of the mental transformation on the release towards the album Free Speech. Peace and love. I'll see you tomorrow.